The obsidian floor is cold beneath Silas's knees. I watch him from above. Really watch him, the way he never once let me. And I feel nothing that resembles mercy. His broad shoulders are curved inward. His blonde hair, always so deliberately perfect, hangs loose against his jaw. His voice shakes when he speaks, and that shaking is the most honest thing I have ever heard from him. Ilara. My name in his mouth sounds like a plea and a mistake simultaneously. What I did, you have to understand. I didn't know what you were. If I had known, you would have been kinder. I say it quietly. Not a question. Silas looks up. Those ice-blue eyes, the ones that used to make me smaller just by existing, find my face and flinch from what they find there. Pine smoke curls through the throne room's carved walls. And the air hums. Kyle's territory always hums, charged at the molecular level like the moment before lightning decides where to land. I breathe it in and remember learning how to breathe for the first time. Before I answer him, I go somewhere else. The floor of Silverfang's great hall is always damp. I have thought about this often. How stone remembers, how moisture seeps up through mountain rock no matter how many fires burn in the grates, and how the cold always finds the places where my knees press down. I know this floor more intimately than I know any face in this pack. I have scrubbed it, knelt on it, pressed my forehead toward it, when a senior wolf decided the bow wasn't deep enough. Tonight, the banquet is loud. I move along the hall's edge with a tray of refilled goblets. I'm invisible in the way I've learned to be. Movement without presence, breath without scent. That last part takes effort. Always effort. There is something inside me that presses against my skin from beneath. Something vast and luminous and deeply dangerous. And every single hour of every single day I hold it down like a drowning thing I refuse to let surface. I have no name for it yet. I only know that if it ever gets free, nothing in this hall will be safe, and I need this hall to keep not noticing me. Silas sits at the head of the long table. Silas is always at the head. It is the only position his confidence can survive. He reaches for his goblet without looking, his gaze locked on some other alpha across the table, performing largeness the way he always performs it. Loud, expansive, filling the room with himself so no one checks whether there is anything real inside. His elbow catches the goblet. I watch it happen the way you watch something inevitable. The red wine arcs, deliberate in its slowness, and blooms across the stone like a wound. The laughter starts before the silence can. Omega! Silas doesn't look at me. His voice carries anyway, designed to. On your knees, clean it. The hall does not go quiet. It gets louder. That particular performative laughter that means everyone is relieved they are not me. I set the tray down. I lower myself to the floor. The stone is exactly as cold as I knew it would be. My hands press flat against it, and for a moment, just a fraction, just a fracture, the thing inside me surges, hot, enormous, silver bright behind my eyes. I feel it the way you feel a scream you're not allowed to release, everything clenching, everything burning at the seal. I hold it down. I always hold it down. Look at her. Silas's voice floats above me, warm with performance. Born to it, aren't you? Some wolves lead. A pause for effect, for the audience, for the room that is his favourite mirror. Some wolves kneel. My hands are shaking. Not from fear. I stopped being afraid of Silas somewhere around the 4th year of this. But from the effort. From the cost of being small when everything beneath my skin is the opposite of small. No mate will ever claim you, girl. Silas says it lightly, like a fact about weather. Barely a scent on you. Barely a wolf. A ripple of agreement moves through the nearest tables, easy and thoughtless. And the laughter of people who have never had to consider what they are laughing at. Born to serve real wolves. Nothing more. I press my cloth to the wine-dark stone. I breathe. I hold the thing down. The floor is cold. The floor remembers. And somewhere in the distant dark of an instinct I do not yet have language for, something stirs in answer. Not to Silas, not to his cruelty, but to something else. Something coming. A scent that does not yet exist in this room. Sandalwood. Cold rain. The smell of lightning before it chooses where to strike. I do not know what it means yet. I keep scrubbing. The doors open like a verdict. Cold air floods the great hall ahead of them. Mountain dark, pine-edged, and then the scent hits me like a fist through the sternum. Sandalwood. Rain. Something beneath that, electric and ancient, from the specific charge the sky holds in the half-second before lightning chooses its target. My hands go numb. The clay pitcher I'm carrying somehow stays whole. I don't know how. Every signal my body is sending has abandoned the pitcher entirely. Alpha Kale crosses the threshold, tall, dark, moving through the candlelight the way a storm moves through a valley. Unhurried, absolute, requiring nothing from the landscape except that it get out of the way. His delegation fans behind him, shadow blood black against Silverfang's pale stone, and Silas is already moving forward with his most performative smile, arms spread, voice pitched for the room. I press myself toward the wall. It doesn't work. The bond detonates in my chest like something that has been waiting its entire existence to explode. Not warm, scalding. I'm not gentle, seismic. My pulse stutters, catches, then hammers back with a ferocity that makes my vision blur at the edges, and I understand with primitive, cellular certainty what I am feeling, and I understand with equal certainty that it is not Silas. It has never been Silas. Across the hall, 30 feet and a crowd of bodies between us, Alpha Kale stops mid-step. I watch it happen. I watch amber swallow the black of his eyes. Slow, inexorable. The wolf rising like a tide he isn't fighting. His gaze moves through the assembled packs the way water finds a crack in stone, and it finds me against my wall with my clay pitcher and my washed-out grey shift, and my face that has learned to show nothing. He looks at me like he has been looking for me his entire life, and is furious. It took this long. Silas is still talking. I'm grateful for the opportunity to strengthen what has always been a productive alliance. Silas's hand finds my arm, fingers closing with the casual ownership of a man who has never considered that things can stop belonging to him. He pulls me forward. Allow me to offer our finest. Even the servants are at your disposal, of course. Kyle walks past him. Silas stops speaking. The silence is total. Kyle crosses the hall without hurry, without explanation, without once looking at Silas again. And the crowd splits for him the way it has never once split for me, and he stops in front of me, and Alpha Kale, the most feared wolf alive, goes down on one knee.